Oh, it's another SUV. Hello and welcome to Crankcase. We are here today to have a look at the Alcatraz. No, Alcazar. Alcazar. Hyundai Alcazar. Alcatraz is a jail. Anyway, here we are, another SUV from Hyundai. Now, this is an actual SUV, it's not like the Venue. Now, this comes in a 6 and a 7-seater configuration. And now, just to be clear, this is not a review. I have not actually driven the car, and this is just an impressions video. So, let's go. So, as I said, I haven't driven the car, so I don't know how capable this thing is going to be off-road. But that is not going to be a concern for most people, right? Because they're going to use it for driving around in the city. So you can just put it in one of the drive modes, comfort, eco or sport, and cruise about the city. Now, if you do plan on taking it to different terrains, then it does have 3 traction control modes. One is for snow, one is for sand, and the other one is for mud. So it looks like it could handle off-road driving, but can't be sure. Now, to pull itself along, the Alcazar comes with a 1.5 liter diesel CRDI, which makes about 115 horsepower, 250 newton meters of torque, and comes with a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed automatic. And the 2 liter petrol engine develops about 160 horsepower and develops 191 newton meters of torque, and also comes with a 6-speed manual or an automatic. So this is very similar to the engines that you get in the Elantra. Now, the petrol engine will take this car from 0 to 100 in about 9.5 seconds, which should really be more than enough for anybody planning to buy this car, because you're definitely not going to go racing with this car, are you? So I guess it should be enough. Now, in terms of equipment, as standard, you get electronic stability control, you get hill start assist, you get disc brakes at the back, you get airbags, ABS with electronic brake force distribution, which basically distributes the amount of brake force which go to all 4 wheels. You get rear parking sensors, rear parking camera, and you get something called BlueLink, which is Hyundai's sort of name for its connected car tech. So BlueLink gives you stuff like connectivity, phone connectivity, remote access to your car, emergency services, geofencing, which basically beeps you and pings you if your car goes beyond a perimeter that you set. Coupled with a few other features, it is basically acts as an anti-theft system. So that's good kit to have in a car. Now, in non-standard kit, you get voice-enabled smart panoramic sunroof. You get puddle lamps on the mirrors, which project the Hyundai logo onto the ground, which we still get in Audis. And you get 64 color ambient lighting, which can be used if you like, and an optional power driver seat with 8-way control. Now, the prices aren't mentioned on the official press release on Hyundai's media page, but it is mostly going to start from just over 16 lakhs and probably go around to about 20 lakhs. So now, to compare it with a logical competitor, say an Innova Crysta, specifically the version that would be about 20 lakhs for this comparison, you won't get BlueLink features. You will not have 64 color ambient lighting, probably. Maybe you can get that on that. You do get options for automatic transmission in the Innova, but it is a torque converter, although most people won't notice the difference. But as a plus, with the Innova, you get a very slightly longer, slightly wider and slightly taller car, and you get slightly more power, and according to me, a much better looking car, because I like the way Innova looks right now. I like the whole Toyota's recent front face design language that they have been adopting. I like it better than the Alcazar. Not that there's nothing wrong with the car, but I simply don't like it. You might. So overall, another SUV, slightly different look, smart features, and I don't know, you might like it, but think of it this way. This has almost the same engines as the Elantra. It is priced very closely to the Elantra. but you can carry 3 more people. So if you are somebody who travels with your family a lot, or you have too many friends to fit in an Elantra, then this should be a much better choice. So there you have it, consumer advice. Never knew I could do that. Take it or leave it, but do drop a like if you got this far. Consider subscribing for more videos, and drop a comment and vent out your frustrations, because what else is the internet for? See you in the next video. Goodbye.